checks. Dang, I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate checks? It's all women here. We got a check.
But I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday girl.
But you invited everybody.
You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table.
I'm sorry, hold on. We was all doing Russian roulette, paying with credit cards and all that. Now all of a sudden you want to split checks? We doing split checks, bro?
That was 2021.
Y'all
okay?
wait.
Things were different.
Not 21.
But I didn't sign up for that. Okay, there's nobody else doing
But you
the.
participate.
I know we ain't got shit. I know.
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. This is my birthday, for real. Don't.
Okay, well,
we're
I guess I'm
not.
mad at me because I didn't have anything.
No. I didn't get nothing.
But you
It's
still
Donnie's
came.
birthday.
Wait a minute. We're not
I
doing
don't
this.
pay for nothing that I didn't get.
But you
No,
came
but you
though.
sat
so
at
you
the
still-
table.
But you don't pay for a seat.
Okay, well, yes. No.
Listen,
There's
I don't
gratuity
care-
and everything on this check.
I don't care how y'all do
I
it.
didn't order anything. I just showed up.
Well, I'm sorry.
I didn't
Dang,
order
but you always pay, like, you're the only man at the table. You're not going to pay the checks?
If it's,
Seriously.
but I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
This is your podcast co-host. This is your
Only
best friend.
$700.
It's only Shan.
You being cheap.
Are you kidding me right
You
now?
honestly being cheap right now.
Okay, first.
No, if that was the case, I'd have just took you out.
Are
so
you
much
being
your
sick?
birthday.
Dre, are you gonna let him?
Stop it. Get some help.
Like, you really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's
You
food.
making
It's
us
your
broke in
birthday,
front of all
cool,
my
but I'm not
friends.
doing that. It's 18.
Why do T gotta pay for all y'all food though?
All right, so it looks like it's her birthday. There's 18 of y'all. I don't look like there's 18 outside of there right now. Maybe he's just using a bit of hyperbole of why he should not be paying. But yeah, listen, birthday aside, y'all fought for equality, right? Like, or is it just equality when it benefits you? It's not equality when it comes to men still having to pay for all y'all meals. Is that what y'all saying? Let's proceed.
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Nobody wants a broke
You
nigga.
are you?
Whoa, bro!
Yo, how is it your birthday, but you're demanding your boyfriend's pockets for you and all of your friends? And being her friends, why would you go to a meal knowing that you cannot pay? Like, don't y'all have jobs? But gents, listen to me. If you have an entitled young lady like this, you have to understand that not only does she not understand the concept of money or the concept of hard work and earning your money, but then also she is the type to prioritize her friends or her echo chamber over you. This is why it's important for all of you guys to understand why you should never be a simp, because she's using you and she has no respect. If you treat her like a star, she will treat you like a fan, but you are just her provider. And what's crazy is that women like this will want you to do all of this for her, but meanwhile has a Tyrone or a Pookie or a Chad up on the sidelines who's providing her complete and utter service to her innards. But for you, you're just a provider. And that's what I would say to all of my gentlemen who are particularly successful in life or are good options, because you could be so much of a good option for these young women or do really well for yourself, make a lot of money, is that you could be too good of an option if they do not respect you. Meaning you could be their beta male provider, and then in return, you'll get their time, attention, and pity vagina. But then on the sideline, she's got a Tyrone waiting in her car log that blows the back out on command, but she expects nothing from that guy. She didn't make that guy wait 3 dates for anything, all right? But you were too good of an option, so she leverages her sex in order to control you, all right? But gents, understand, if she treats you like this, she's not even just for the streets, but she's for the universe, the multiverse, and the Omniverse.
We'll be
I'm
over
over
it.
this relationship.
How long do it take you to get
It's
there?
my birthday. Like, you should have went all out. I don't even have no
Hell, I mean,
flowers.
shit.
Like,
What I had to pay for your food for? You don't want.
Bro, you should have paid for food though.
Fucking way.
really?
If you supposedly got the check, spend it. Fuck it.
I can't believe you doing this on my birthday.
Who even asked any of y'all? Like, did y'all pay for any of her food? I ain't seen none of them offer to pay for your food. How? You chill with them all day. You need another nigga. Oh my God. If aggravating was a mother.
Okay. My spidey senses are tingling. I'm starting to think that this is a skit now. All right. Not only is the acting terrible, I saw the dude smiling as he's giving his lines out, but then also the girls in the background are like oddly in the camera shot. and it just doesn't look like it fit. Like they don't look mad, really. It's just bad acting. Anyway, what I think they're trying to communicate here is the average degree of entitlement amongst modern women today. Like if you switch the genders, this video wouldn't even make sense. Like a dude walking out all upset because the girl didn't pay like it wouldn't even make sense. And I also think it works is because there's many men today that have faced similar situations, maybe not paying for 18 of y'all homegirls, but men, as we go through kind of who's at the bill, trust and believe that most men are doing math in their head of kind of what they can afford. Can you afford the whole bill even with your homegirls are there? This is something that goes through most men's heads. But to those men, I say, listen, is your girlfriend gonna let you go up inside those girls too? No? Well, they don't pay for them. They have a job just like you have a job. They brag about being the most educated, which actually isn't true. We've gone over those numbers before, but they are more educated than black men on average. So with that being said, they should have the means to afford their own meal. And if your homegirl is hanging out with young ladies that think in that thought pattern, then that is a red flag for your girlfriend. Because who do you think your girlfriend is gonna go to for advice in times of conflict? Her illogical friends. So trust me, gents, it's way more drama than what it's worth.
Few of us have dated somebody as horrible as Future, right? You know, that's on the extreme. But many of us in our messy boots 20s dated people, no car, babies out of wedlock, like no place to live. Girl, when I was 21, I was dating a man who texted me once a week, was sleeping on his sister's floor, had a raggedy car, one of the windows was busted out the car, like horrible. But you know, it's like, yeah, I had to do it to know not to do it. You know what I'm saying? Good stories, good sex. I felt like I was, you know, being rebellious and having fun. He was real attractive, okay? But he didn't have no house. Honestly, it's not even that he didn't have a house, it's that he used to text me once a week and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was busy. Busy doing what? You don't have a job. What are you busy doing? And like 33-year-old Kimberly wouldn't do that. But it's like you're figuring your shit out.
Guys, I debate this topic often, but you know, I think that the reality of the situation is that in modern dating today, you cannot find women that have not dealt with a future phase or a Pookie phase. So as a modern man dealing with these modern women, I just ask myself two separate questions if I'm thinking about being serious with said woman. The first question is how horrid was her Pookie or her hoe phase? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how deep was she in it, right? Was this like a 6-month stint, right? A trip to Miami, something crazy happened? Or was this like 10 years of just being crazy with it? And then two, does she still exhibit those behaviors or still hangs around women that exhibit those behaviors? Because men, you must understand this. Listen to me, if you haven't learned nothing from me before. You have to fight through the new age programming that instructs you to ignore women's past. Modern men today need to judge a woman's past just the same way that modern women judge a man's future. And what's crazy about that is that men today will get shamed for judging women by their past, but there's no information up here that tells women not to judge you based off of your goals or your dreams or your ambitions, which is completely unfair, by the way, because judging modern men by their goals or dreams or ambitions or, you know, how much money that you think that they're going to make going into the future is way more stress for them as compared to a woman's past. Why? Because so often women just lie about their past, right? How many women do y'all know have moved cities and moved states and completely reinvented themselves? Which is why actually I've been thinking about a business idea. I'm thinking about creating a business called the Hofax, okay? Think about like Carfax for your car, but it's like Hofax, all right? We got a database of the mileage of your woman's insides or her innards, and we can give you the Hofax report, type it all up so you can make the appropriate decision on whether or not to take her seriously. $1 trillion business.
Hi, Nigerian men. I am looking for a husband, someone that wants to come to the United States and spend his life with me. I own my own home. I have a really good job, and I want you to be able to come here and have a better life. If you're interested, hit me up. And also, I have Nash.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Facts. Don't ask me how I know this, but the nyash that she's referring to means that she's got the extra supple, viscous innards. Yeah, your boy's international. I simply could not believe this because she was a queen, independent woman in the States, and now she's importing without representation while shaking her nyash to advertise the integrity of the innards. But just like Kaya said, you simply can't make this shit up.
You gotta go. She gotta go, Tasha. I'm tired of it. I've been dealing with this for too long. She gotta go. Now, before anybody got anything to say,
damn, it's raining.
Trying to judge me for what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell y'all what's really going on.
It's the kid toys?
I can't do it no more. I done told this woman 7 times to leave my house. Get out, it's over. I don't want to be with her no more.
What's the baby?
I can't be with you. You don't want to do nothing for yourself. She don't want to better herself.
That's a problem.
She want to sit around and play the victim and act like
that's a problem too.
I'm the problem.
Oh no.
I'm not the problem. This all that stuff, she got to go. I asked her 7 times.
Is that a staircase? What was that?
Get yourself together. I even tried to make it work. She living with me. I'm paying all the bills. She got her kids here. I didn't even accept her kids. I don't even got no kids.
Wow.
I didn't even accept her kids and treat them kids like mine. I love them kids. But I can't do this no more, Tasha. You gotta go. She come in all hours of the night, whenever she want to, always trying to play victim, telling everybody it's me. It's me crying to her co-workers and family, saying it's me, it's me, it's me.
That damn sure is a staircase. What?
Y'all gotta understand, man, I'm fed up, I'm stressing. I done tried to help this girl numerous of times. Try to help her get on her feet, and she just ain't got, it's like she don't want nothing in life. I cannot be with a woman like that.
Damn, yeah.
All we do is argue. Argue, argue, argue. She don't wanna work. She pick her kids up, drop her kids off to her mama house while she go out and be in the streets all night. And I'm already paying the bills. And the f***ed up part is, I got a homie, his wife got a business.
Okay.
She was gonna hire her on the spot to answer the phones for her business, $20 an hour.
Okay.
I tell this dumb, hey, my homie wife got a business. All you gotta do is answer the phone, $20 an hour. She gonna look at me and tell me what the fuck I look like. I'm like, what do you mean? What the fuck do you look like?
That's good pay for that work.
$20 an hour. You telling me you can't work for $20 an hour
to pick up the phone?
Your ass?
Right. That's
when
good
I knew
pay.
That's her kids' stuff. It's like I can't do it. Her kids tear my house up.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I love them kids in my dear heart, but I can't do this. Sometimes you get fed up.
Yeah.
I'm waking up, I'm going to work every day with attitudes.
Yeah.
Getting into it with my boss. Arguing with my employees. My coworkers.
What we're watching right here is a man that's completely and utterly fed up. And there's going to be so many people, let's say so many women that's down into the comments talking shit because he's putting her out as well as her kids. There's only but so much a man can take. How long are we expected to just deal with the bullshit of others before we get fed up? Let's keep watching.
Like, I just can't do it. God, please forgive me for doing this. I never meant to be this way. Like, you know I'm a good man at heart.
You don't need to ask him for forgiveness.
Sometimes you get fed up. I done asked her 7 times to leave, and it's just like, I can't deal with this no more. I just want y'all to see, I got her stuff out here, and if you ever try to come over here and mess up my house or anything like that, man, I already got my police report filed.
He's proactive.
So they will come find you. Don't come over here on my property. This is my property.
So he's got a restraining order?
Nothing's wrong with the house. No windows busted. Nothing's wrong. I'll show y'all the side. So
I like that he's recording everything.
First of all, she's going to jail. Second of all,
he must have a restraining order.
I just want to show y'all so don't nobody say nothing like, oh, that was already messed up and you trying to. I can't do it. When you fed up, you fed up.
I feel him.
$20 an hour.
Yeah.
To sit down and answer the phone, you told me what the you look like.
And the kids at home, she's out partying?
Like, I can't do this. Your stuff is outside. I apologize, God. Please forgive me for doing this, man. I ask you to release me from any negativity or anything in my life.
Stop apologizing to God.
Do this. I love them kids. I do not want to put them kids out. But they got to go.
Yeah.
They got to go. I've done too much for her and those kids. You have to go. I can't deal with it no more.
This is why you marry before you carry.
Nobody don't want to do nothing to help better their life. I can't do it, man. And that's just what it is, man. It's like, it don't make no sense.
It's a good idea that he's recording it all, not only for the things that he's putting out on the front lawn, because she can go back later and say that he damaged it. So he's showing him not damaging it. But then also, you know, he can show the house, because she sounds like she's the type that will go and try to mess his house up or his car up or something like that. Let's finish up.
God, please forgive me for this. God, please forgive me. Just forgive me, God. Please.
The true victims in all of this, and who I really feel sorry for, are the children. But gents, listen to me. Stop trying to save these single mothers. The key issue here is that when dealing with a single mother, if something goes wrong in the relationship, then it's going to impact the children. It will destabilize the children's life. And the children are just innocent in the situation. And unfortunately, because the relationship's not going to work out, then the children will suffer because of that. The last point that I wanted to mention is I still think it's more riskier than it needs to be by putting her belongings out during a storm. What I think that you should do is maybe put it in a truck or put it in a storage unit, because now that it's raining, it gives her a little bit more power to be able to take your ass to court for damaging her goods and her property. And at this stage of the game, you don't need anything else to increase your chances of litigation.
If you and I are sleeping together, if I got it, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be sleeping with a woman and she's struggling. Right. I don't want no struggle vagina. Right. Like, struggle vagina is stressful vagina. I need my vagina to be at peace. Right. Because it's so hard for a woman to be sleeping with you, and in the back of her mind, she's like, and my lights just got cut off, and how am I going? I know he's enjoying this moment, but I got to go back to the situation, and I don't know if I'm gonna be evicted. I don't even know if I'm gonna have food. Then that
what? Listen. If you don't know if you're about to be evicted, if you don't know if your light's about to get turned off, if you don't know where your next meal is going to come from, why are you laying on your back receiving eggplant? Go get a job. Go fill out a goddamn resume. Go submit an application. Your priorities are messed up. You letting Tyrone over here bang you out while you don't even know if your light's going to be on by the time you get home? Ew. Let's keep going.
That's not a pleasant experience for either of us. And
so it's your responsibility?
I was like, hey, listen, if I got it, you got it. Right. And that's just what that is. It's grave danger to be giving your body, because I still believe that the woman body is so precious. And until, you know, recently, over the last year, I actually started realizing that my body had value too. At first,
oh my God.
I was worth nothing. So the reality is that a woman's body is so valuable, then why is it given so freely? Right. And then you give it to a guy that doesn't even respect you enough to even go change a flat tire if you were stranded on the road. That just don't add up to me.
Okay, this is, who sent me these clips? This young man is in the Simp Hall of Fame. Let's break this down real quick. This is exactly why so many women are unaccountable, because of simp-like behavior, just like this. Women have equal rights and equal pay, and at a given moment's notice will tout their independence and their boss bee energy and toss it in your face. When in the history of ever has a woman, irrespective of the equality that modern women dwell in today, when has ever a guy been this jacked up? And the woman is saying to herself, okay, when he gets up off on top of me, damn, he about to get evicted. Let me go give him some money. They don't even mess with you when you living with your mama. But just because she's giving you her insides, you feel as though you got to pay her bills. I mean, my G, I get it to a degree. If you plan on marrying said woman, if you are fiance engaged to said woman, but if she's just that's the type of energy that you want. I mean, he just said it in a video that he really is only beginning to understand that himself and his manhood have value. So this is what happens when men are not affirmed, and men believed in the feminist dogma and bullshit that women are prizes simply for existing, while men are inadequate for simply being men.
If I gave a why, I would want her to date a future, because it takes for you to date a future to even get a Russell.
What? We didn't hear that right.
Gave a why, I would want her to date a future, because it takes for you to date a future to even get a Russell.
No, it doesn't. The idea that you have to get ran through in order to get a man to later on settle with you is literally preposterous. It's like saying, as a man, I have to go murder people in order to understand how not to be a murderer. What? Women don't need to know how to be a 304 in order to then learn how to be a housewife. Truth be told, I'm beginning to understand why so many modern women today are just confused. Like they hear so much different words and information regarding what they should and should not be doing for both men and women. Starting to understand y'all just a little bit more.
Oh. No, because I had my husband first and went and left somewhere else. I had to come back to him.
Wait.
Because I had my husband first and went and left somewhere else. I had to come back to him.
Imagine your wife is on a public platform talking about she went to go mess with someone else. She went and got her just due from the Pookie from around the corner. And then when she was done with that situation, she came back to the original good guy who had probably not understood his own worth. What's crazy about this is that the young lady right here is actually agreeing with him. But I don't even think she realizes that she is, even though she said no. But her need to be right is preventing her from grasping that. But it sounds like to me when she was young, she met her future husband, but then left him to go have fun with the exciting guy, and then came back later when she ultimately realized the first guy's worth, which is essentially what the first young gentleman was alluding to by saying, I'd rather her be with a future for a little while, I guess, to like get ish out of her system. And I think ultimately the reason why I have a problem with what they're concluding is just based off of pure economics. And RIP to Kevin Samuels, because he used to ask modern women what gets more valuable with time and use. But the fact is that women in the dating marketplace do not get more valuable with more time and more use. So as women age, they lose value, but then on the contrary, as men age and they develop more of their masculinity and are much more financially stable, they can gain value in the dating marketplace up to a certain amount. This young lady right here is either lucky that A, she was able to hold her perceived value to her ex, even though her mileage increased from the guy that she went to in the middle, or B, the guy that she eventually married did not recognize his own perceived value in the dating marketplace by the time that she came back in the picture. That's why I think it's so important for men to truly understand what their value is and that they are affirmed for it. It's kind of like if you have a car and let's say you went and you got the car appraised. Well, it seems as though the modern women today are undervaluing you as an appraisal, which became blatantly obvious when you watched RIP Kevin Samuels, his show, when you were seeing these very average or below average women that were looking for these high value, ultra rare men. So to conclude, either the man undervalued himself or she's a really good saleswoman. But man, please, if anything, you're not doing good things to your married man's ego by letting everyone know that you left him for a worse option.
I don't want this woman doing certain things or dressing certain ways. And every time we go out and dressing really overly sexy, we're putting our man's life in danger.
Yep.
Because if somebody say to us out of order, say something to us out of order or wrong,
buck up.
Then his manhood say he got to step up and defend us.
Yeah.
Over nothing, over some foolishness. And if you got a man and you satisfied and happy with him, then why are you going out trying to entice new men?
Great question. It's advertising.
And the more clothes a woman take off, the more desperate she is.
Yeah.
That don't mean she bold and brave and want to get with somebody. That means she's desperate. And that's a cry. Please give me some attention. Please look at me. Say something. Do something.
Yep.
That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the condition of many of us. That's not anything that's an insult. We're talking reality. We have got to deal with the reality of our lives so that we can make corrections. We're making up all of this stuff.
Woo! Listen, I had the honor of conducting this conversation with Sister Shahrazad Ali, and it was way over a year ago. And I mean, she brought up so many fantastic points. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave a link to that full conversation down in the comments or the description box down below so you guys can check out. It's about an hour-and-a-half conversation. She hit so many gems, but she's absolutely right. See, the thing is that There's so many modern women today that have been tricked that their sexuality publicly displayed is some type of empowerment, coupled with this dopamine hit for seeking attention and or validation even outside of their relationship. Shit, I remember that one story we did on Aisha Curry not too long ago, and she was talking about that she was jealous that her man gets hit up by groupies, but she don't get hit up for being a traditional housewife. That's why she transitioned into putting her ass cheeks up on Instagram and different photos like this, which I think is an embarrassment to someone who would be married to her. But nevertheless, it's absolutely crazy to me that Sister Shahrazad Ali wrote her book 30 years ago and is still talking about the same things as what she did 30 years ago. If that doesn't demonstrate the difficulty in holding modern women accountable, then I don't know what is. But what I also found interesting about this post is the comments on the side. Let's just go through a quick couple of them. If we breathe, we're putting them in danger. I roll. It's crazy to me that you have an elder pleading with you, and this is the type of hyperbole that you use to deflect off of the point. But, you know, it is what it is. It's giving little girl, put on some clothes. Your uncles are coming over. Again, these are the top comments, completely disregarding anything that she was saying regarding the risk of your attire. I hear you, ma'am, but it's hot outside. Nah, this ain't it. Sorry, ma'am, you're pretty much telling women to stay inside. Overly sexy could be a damn t-shirt and basketball shorts. No, it's not. Like, what are you talking about? All right, ma'am, I could wear a garbage bag and still draw unnecessary attention. It's not our fault. Men need to control themselves. Also, it's hot outside. Hush. Yes, I agree. Men do need to control themselves. But also, you don't need to dress like a 304 in order to stay cool. Like, just think of the irony of calling yourself so seductive, calling yourself a beautiful sinner. When I'm good, I'm great. When I'm bad, I'm better. And whatever, Sagittarius, like all of this shit. Like, how you say all of these things and you promote this goodness about you, but also this dark seduction thing about you, and think you can just wear and look however it is that you want to look, but not accept accountability for how people will treat you out in the streets. So it's okay for you to be seductive. It's okay for you to try to entice, but it's all on the man's responsibility to not treat you exactly how you're dressed, irrespective of there being another man there. Like, yes, the man should be respectful, but on the flip side, why are you opening up yourself for disrespect? An analogy you could think of is, why would I wear jewelry in an unfamiliar hood? It puts me in that much more of a risky situation. Chances are I would reduce that risk by not standing out.
Happy. Talk about Ezra or something. This one? Okay.
All right, so when I had seen the Twitter likes.
It says right here 23K for her 23rd.
Okay, we're going through my likes.
I had seen you like it's better than what you had like this call.
I'm scared. I think I know what this is though. Lauren, do you know what this is? No, I don't. Okay. Are you proposing?
Okay, then I'm married.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeah, so
sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was cute.
Uh-oh.
This actually got like some values that's in it. He's actually real values.
We all know what cute means.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing?
For your birthday, you had turned 23.
Okay.
Hello.
She don't look excited.
It's what? That's what?
Nah, it's 30.
She look ungrateful. $23,000.
Talk about Ezra or something.
Okay. Let's rap about this. Let's say I was in a relationship and I was giving my lady half of the average salary that a United States citizen makes in a year in one day. She better be way more excited than that, because the way that she just acted within this video, he should have just gave her coal. Listen, this is something that wealthy men do for their wives, but to do this for your girlfriend? You see, the manipulative sister code as it exists today, compliments from city girls and the like, make young men feel inadequate until he has the opportunity to splurge on his young lady, whether she deserves it or not. But my G, you better not be spending $23,000 on her if you're still paying a car note or paying for an apartment. Think through this before the entire simp brigade comes at me. What does she do for you that is worth $23,000? This is why I tell young brothers so often is that until you get older and you begin to see the matrix that you are in, which is designed to make you a consumer, focus on investing into yourself. Focus on removing all of your debt. Focus on gaining a high income earning skill instead of investing into relationships. You could use that money for a down payment on a house, put it in your investment portfolio, but instead you choose to splurge it on someone who is clearly ungrateful. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, what you think about today's video? Do you agree with the things that I'm saying? Do you disagree? Make sure you comment down below and put a timestamp so I know what portion of the video that you are speaking about. All right, this one was an interesting one today. I think I enjoyed myself. Until next time, YouTube, peace.